So pretty privilege is cool until you have pretty problems, right? When I made that video, I did not expect it to like really get the love that it was getting. But I figured I want to give some advice to my younger self, to any other young girl as well that is out here going through pretty problems on top of pretty privilege. To all my young, beautiful women out there, my young girls that have problems, that are going through social problems, that are going through boy problems, I really want you to watch your friends. Watch who you spend your time with. Now, if your mama told you somebody ain't your friend, that ain't your friend. First and foremost, if your mama told you that ain't your friend, that ain't your friend. If anybody that cares about you, if it's multiple people telling you that somebody is not your friend, that you should not be spending your time with somebody, they know what they talking about. If it's multiple people and they all saying the same thing, they know exactly what they talking about. They care about you and they see something that you don't see. Sometimes people be wrong about, like, when they tell you somebody ain't not really for you. Sometimes people be wrong. But if it's multiple people, watch that person. And especially if it's your mama telling you somebody ain't your friend, watch that person. And definitely watch out for those girls that's low-key jealous of you, that low-key got a vendetta against you, Them girls that's going to call you and be like, so-and-so was talking about you. So-and-so said this and that about you, right? They're going to get you all riled up for no reason. But you got to look at situations like that. You got to think, so why people always talking about me to you? What are you saying? Those are girls that be low-key, like, hating on you. Like, they low-key, like, they like to see you down. For real. They got some inner issues with themselves. They like to see you down. So they gonna hit you up talking about, so-and-so was talking about you. So-and-so don't like you. So-and-so said this. Watch out for them hoes. Don't be that girlfriend no more. Also, for the young girls out there, don't be being friends with too many hoes. No, because I know, like the saying, like, just because my friend a hoe don't mean I am. But listen, don't be friends with too many hoes, because I've been there. I have definitely been there. I've had some hoes as friends, and they will have you in some ish. And they'll have everybody else looking at you like you a hoe when you not. I remember I was a freaking virgin hanging out with a whore, and everybody thought I was like that, but like I wasn't. I wasn't at all. But because I was hanging out with this person, like, everybody gonna think you like that. It's like a difference. I think, like, nowadays we grown, like, you can have a whore as a friend, but when you younger, just be mindful of the people that you spending your time with, because they are gonna be a reflection of you. And then you don't wanna, if you not like that, like, you don't want to have to deal with those situations. You don't want to hang out with your friend and, like, she getting a train ran on her in the back and you just sitting there because you not like that. And then everybody looking at you like, why you hang out with her if you ain't like that? Just be mindful. Like, really, when you a young, pretty girl, just stay to yourself. Or hang out with other pretty girls that know they pretty, that don't want to be in no drama, that don't want to be out here fighting, that don't want to be out here acting ratchet, fighting over boys. Like, shoot, if I could go back in time, I would hang out with what was considered the nerds. The ones that was just in their school books, just minding their business, and their little crew together. Like, those are the people that really end up being something later on in life. They end up being popping. The people that stay to themselves, that people consider was nerds, those the ones that end up with the money later. All the people that was in the drama, ratchet, ghetto, fighting over boys, acting a fool, smoking and drinking all the time. They smoked out now. They ain't doing so good. That's not the crowd that you want to be with. And a lot of us, even, like, this don't even have to be with females. A lot of us hang out with the wrong crowds when we're younger. But watch out for the crowds that you spend your time with. Also, if you are a young girl, a young pretty girl, watch out for the boys that you talk to. Like, never, and I learned my lesson, never talk to a boy that had too many, like, he had a lot of ties to, like, the ratchets, the girls that was always fighting, the girls that was not really attractive, Don't mess with them, because you got to think about it. If you the only pretty girl that he been with, he's young, so he's out here You know, a lot of young guys, they out here, they talking to multiple women at the same time. They got a few girlfriends at the same time. You know, you gonna end up in a whole bunch of drama. If you the prettiest one, you gonna end up in a whole bunch of unnecessary drama. Because all these ratchets, all these hood rats all these unattractive girls that he was talking to, he probably still talked about 2 of them, right? And he lying to them about you. But they see you, they like, oh no, they all gonna want to fight you. They all gonna have an issue with you, right? And he's young and dumb, so he's like, he's not gonna help you. You know, he's just gonna go along with it. Like, he's gonna still mess with all of y'all. If you are the most attractive one out of the bunch, you gonna be the one that they ain't gonna like the most, and they all gonna want to fight you. So watch out for that. If you want to talk to the you want to date guys, you want to talk to guys, you got to talk to the guy that got a nice record, right? He had the pretty girls. You know, they don't really care. They already pretty. They know. They just on to the next dude. You want to talk to the guy that he had the pretty girls already. You know, he's used to pretty girls. Kind of. You know, you're not going to really have no issues with him. Y'all ain't going to be fighting each other. Y'all all beautiful. Right? You talk to him. And that don't mean he's going to be a good guy, because when you're young, all guys are a hot mess. But you talk to the guy that already got like a good track record. You know, he's not like, and he's a good guy. Like, he's not even going to let nobody touch you type of thing. He's not going to let nobody feel superior to you. You know? Talk to him. But at the end of the day, if you are a young, attractive female, the most important thing is just realize that. Really realize that and act accordingly. Like, already put it in your head now. If you are a young girl watching this, put it in your head now. I am a young, attractive female. I am liable to a lot of issues. I might get pretty privileged, but I am liable to a lot of pretty problems, and I need to act accordingly. I need to stay out the way. I need to watch who I'm friends with. I need to watch the guys I'm talking to. And it's hard. It's hard, especially when you have daddy issues. And I will speak on that another time. When you have daddy issues, you do not know how to choose men out here. You just out here winging it. But really be mindful of the guys that you spend your time with and the people that you're friends with, and really lock in with yourself, with, you know, your goals, with your schoolwork, with everything. Lock in with yourself and understand the power that you have with your looks, and stay out the way.